Hey, this is Sasha. I want to thank you so much for joining me in this video. What we're going to do is we're going to cover 4 big advantages and benefits to trading Iron Condors over just regular stock. So if you're just trading the regular stock, that's still okay. But I'm going to share with you 4 insights and benefits to trading Iron Condors because they're really a non-directional trading strategy. And if markets go sideways, that's kind of a huge advantage, which we'll talk about here in a second. Now, the reason we're talking about this and going over this is really because what we've got going on is we've got a Iron Condor Mastery course coming out very soon. So by the time you're watching this video, it's already kind of getting ready in the pre-launch stages and should be launched on the website. Now you can learn more, just visit our website at tradersfly.com and then you'll scroll down, you see the Iron Condors course. Now that will forward you to our purchasing website, which is Rise to Learn, and that's where we do all of our sales, but the Traders Fly website is all the free stuff. So what you could do is take a look at this course and material. It's basically 21 hours long so far, and we're continuing to add trade examples. And if you get it before February 14th, 2023, you get $100 off at checkout. So we do the promotions usually when the courses are new, and that's something to check out. So I'm adding a few more things here to this course. So there's a few new things that will be added. So there's a couple of discrepancies, but overall, what we've got is a lot of content and material. And if you look at kind of the full list of content that we've got, I mean, there's a ton of stuff. And we even do things like, let's say we go into earnings. How do you do earnings when it comes to Iron Condors, where we go in and we'll put on an earnings trade, like let's say on Apple, and we'll count it down. I'll even discuss it, talk about it, what's going on, and the result of it as well. So that's something that we do in the course material. So anyway, let's talk a little bit about the benefits or the advantages that comes with trading Iron Condors, because there's a lot of big benefits and advantages. So the first thing that we're going to do and talk about is we're looking at the stock that doesn't have to move. So if you're used to, let's say we take Tesla, and you're used to buying stock or even shorting stock, when we analyze it, you have to have that stock moving for you to kind of make money. And if it doesn't move, you don't make anything. But with an Iron Condor, what's great about it is I could go, let's say, 15 days out. Here's Tesla, and I can go for 110, 105, and build myself a quick little Iron Condor here, 150, 155. So now I've got a little Iron Condor that's set up. And now what's happening is when I go ahead and do something like this, I've created myself like a goalpost. And this goalpost has a range. So I have a range between the stock price that's over here between the 110 and the 150. So as long as this stock stays kind of between this range and this range, I'm good. And every day that stock stands still, I make about $140 from the theta or time decay. So this white line, which is today, gets closer to the green line, which is at expiration. And with time, as it goes, okay, it could be, it's probably not going to stay there, but what's going to happen is this line might, let's say, wiggle down or wiggle up. I might be up, let's say, $800 or $900 on the amount of risk. And if we take a look at the amount of risk here I have is $7,220. So even if I'm up about $800 on $7,000, that's about 11%, right? So when you look at it, which gets me to advantage number 2, when you look at it, and we've got a risk of $7,200, right? And we're looking to kind of make $800. So there we go. We got backwards $800 on $7,200. We're at about 11%. So it's tough to make those returns in a stock. And here, this is a 15-day trade. So when you look at it, the percentage of return can also be fairly good and great. And, you can risk a lot less capital than you would with a stock. Here, I'm risking $7,000, whereas with a stock, I might risk more. So, putting on a 500 shares of Tesla is going to cost me like $60,000 here. So it's a lot more money. And even then, with this option here, I could just do one contract. I don't have to do a bunch of contracts. I could just do one contract, and that's $360 only, rather than like even $7,000 or $60,000. So that's advantage number 3, is that it's cheaper there's a lot more benefit to using less capital. So that's kind of advantage number 3. And then the other thing that you can do is advantage number 4 is that this is very flexible. So when we look at the Iron Condor trade, is that you could say, hey, well, I don't want to be non-directional. I want to be actually a little more directional. And if you want to be directional, you could be. There's nothing wrong with that. You could be directional. And what you can do is say, okay, well, I've got a few contracts here. And what I can do is do a custom Iron Condor. And I can say, well, I'm going to be a little more directional. I can sell a couple more additional puts. And now I'm a little more directional, or combine it with even just 5 shares of stock. So, as that stock share kind of goes up, let's go with, let's say 15 shares of stock. Now I've got a little bit of a directional Iron Condor, but I'm still making money from the theta or time decay. So that's kind of the big benefit and power behind doing these Iron Condor trades. So anyways, what I would encourage you to do is definitely take a look at this. We've got a nice, great course. Check it out at tradersfly.com. There's a lot of great benefits. And look, if you have questions about your own learning path and trading style, most of the stuff that I do is working with people one-on-one. Just book a free 20-minute video call and we'll talk about where you're at, some of your struggles. But if you kind of are a DIY person, you like to learn on your own, do things on your own, you kind of fix things on your own, well, the course is a great way to kind of accelerate your education. So that's kind of what the courses are versus working together with someone one-on-one. Now you're kind of, hey, getting a helping hand to really accelerating the process, right? It's kind of like you fixing your own house a little bit at a time versus getting a contractor to come in and, hey, let's do it. Let's get it done quick and let's make sure you learn fast. So when you're doing one-on-one, you'll learn a lot quicker. With these courses, they're great. You'll do it yourself. But the thing is it is a little bit, time consuming. You got to spend time learning, doing it on your own. So anyways, the majority of the things that I do is one-on-one, but there's a ton of great courses. Like if you're trying to do stuff on your own, definitely check out the library. There's a lot of stuff in there, and I would highly encourage you, because if you get it before February 14th, there is a mega sale or discount for a limited time, and you get $100 off. So check out the courses section. You can scroll down. There's a lot of great material there for you to learn from. Some of them 20, 30 hours long and very in-depth. So thank you so much for joining me. Truly appreciate it. Hope this video helps, gives you some insight on Iron Condors, kind of the benefits, right? There's a lot of great benefits to them, and there are of course, disadvantages, but the benefits are fantastic in that the stock doesn't have to move and you can still profit and make money from the trade. Now, we just kind of glanced over it. This is a big picture overview. Obviously, there's more details to learn if you're brand new to Iron Condors, but I just want to share with you the big picture concept. So now you see, hey, what's possible and what's out there. As for learning it, that takes time, a lot more time than a 10-minute YouTube video. Take the time to either go through the course and material or book one-on-one sessions, study it more in depth, and then you'll get more and more things out of it. So hope to see you in the course. Maybe I'll meet you on the one-on-one sessions if you decide to work with me in the future, maybe for multiple sessions or 3 months or 6 months at a time, enjoy the week ahead. So thanks again, and I will see you next time.